Welcome back for another unboxing of a prototype. This time we have the pleasure of opening the brand new prototype of Dark Blood. Dark Blood is a brand new game hitting crowdfunding soon from MeeplePug. It's a game designed by Oleus, Iskios and Spegi, and it's a game that is going to come to crowdfunding very soon. A game that plays from 1 to 4 players, 60 to 120 minutes, ages 18 and up, and complexity 3 out of 5. The game falls under the category of horror games with miniatures, with main mechanisms, area control, auction bidding, hidden victory points. You have solo rules for a solo mode. Essentially, the power workhouse beneath the hood is the worker placement mechanism. We have different types of workers, and we have a lot of take that, of course. This is a game that really starts getting a lot of hype due to the dark theme, the dark horror theme. It's dark themed game, dark fantasy themed game. So Dark Blood plunges players into the abyss of darkness, where they embody powerful asymmetrical cults striving for dominance over the helpless village, whether as the cult of the demonologist, the warlock, the necromancer, or doomsayer, and then players may deliberately recruit villagers or harvest their blood to empower their sinister rituals. All in all, throughout the fusion of area majority, worker placement and resource gathering, the game strives to provide a lot of interaction and a lot of take that into the player's gaming experience. It has cool new ideas, as at least advertised from the publisher, and it has a lot of interesting artistic approach to the game, as well as different dark themed art and sculpts. So let's go and open the prototype. Again, this is a prototype. I'm going to add a link in the description of the video to show you the crowdfunding page for the game. I haven't opened the box so far, so we're opening it here together. So the first thing that really caught my eye is that this is a big box, but it comes like with a magnetic lid, and it looks like a huge tome. So it's going to be very interesting on your bookshelf or your gaming library, because I don't know if you can capture it really nicely from this angle. It looks like a book. We've seen that before with other games, but not on this size. It's a huge one, very heavy one, and it also has this curve here, so it really makes it pop up more like a book, a huge tome actually, should I say, not book, than other games that are trying to do so. Also, there is a magnetic lid, so everything looks really nice and interesting. So this is the cover. So let's open together the game with you. We're going to find a lot of bubble wrap, because again, everything comes straight from the prototype headquarters of the company. So let's together take everything out and start seeing carefully some of the minis. Of course, the minis are prototypes, so they are shaded, but we'll see some of the details, some of the poses, and of course, maybe came all the way across huge distance, this prototype, so that's why most probably some of the minis are all around the place. So this looks like the huge tree that they have, which looks really creepy and scary, if you ask me. Very interesting, very nice. So I'm just going to go quickly, take everything out. Unfortunately, again, things have been mixed up. Oh, that's fine. Still, this is a prototype, as you see. Most probably, once you get the final production game, these are going to be some inserts for the minis, of course, like always. This is the second game from the company, from this company. I really enjoyed the first game, a Euro game, all about inventions and inventors. This feels very different, at least theme-wise. This is a second game. So let's take everything out, and then we're going to pick up again the minis to check them. I was expecting a bit better packaging, to be honest. Even though I'm more thinking that these are fragile and I may break something, than the person who prepared it and just dropped everything. But anyway, okay, so let's start taking out the components. Some very nice custom components, markers, tokens, etc. Baggies, velvet baggies, punch boards, and this board. So I'm going to close the magnetic lid, set it aside for the moment to focus on these. Okay, so I think this should be the player boards, if I'm not mistaken. The game plays from 1 to 4 players, so you have 4 of them. Right, so this is a really thick cardboard, as you can see. Yeah, different color and different art. Okay, so let's open it. So this is what you have inside. This is really thick cardboard, very heavy and very sturdy, recessed. So let's put it here. Okay. Different color tones. Okay, the player boards definitely stand out a lot. Okay, then let's see these punch boards. Of course, keep in mind that this is prototype material. That means whatever you find in there may look very close to final result or final version, but there may be changes. Also, there are going to be other things, I suppose, like always, with different inserts, I suppose, etc. Okay, so this looks like the main board. Okay, this is quite big, bigger than what the pics were showing. This is a very dark but very vivid and interesting main board. Okay, the game is, of course, has very dark fantasy art, so if you don't like that, definitely you're not going to like what you see. But from objectively, the colors are very vivid, the printout is really nice, regardless if you're into this art or not. Just showing you maybe the details. It looks like a canvas or some kind of painting, most probably it is. Okay, different locations, nice. Okay, so let's take that here, and then let's see the punch boards. Okay, we have the tokens, one set for each player board, I think. Yeah. Damnation, blasphemy, etc., etc. Okay. Okay, so I believe these go in these spaces. Yeah. Yes. Okay, looks like abilities to make it very symmetrical, and I've heard that this game is has a symmetry on steroids, and also from friends or people who played it, they said that most of their sessions really came very close at the end. Sounds interesting if you combine that with the take that mechanism which is advertised for the game. It should be quite, I think, for sure. Okay. Thanatos means death in Greek. Vampiric revenge. Okay, cool. The iconography shows different things, so I suppose this will make sense once we read the rules. We're going to come back with another video, of course, for the how to play section of the game. Okay, these are coffins, 3D coffins from cardboard. Okay, that you make with putting together the pieces. Okay, so let's try to do that a bit. Need to check most probably instructions in the rule book. Okay, so that means that this would be, yeah, somehow like that. Okay, like that. So this would look interesting, because I think this is part of the main board of the players, meaning, okay, I need to get the specific one. Yeah, but I think this goes here and creates a 3D effect. Okay, cool. Right, so components for all the players in different sections. Okay, so I'm going to take all this out. I'm going to make the rest of the cardboard minis later. Just taking everything out from the punch board. Okay, the punch board is thick, nice, with a matte finish, so no glossing or glare, which I always like in games. I think most of us do. So also one of the other pluses of the production value is that we've seen, at least from the company, their signs and the level of quality in the previous game. So with that in mind, I'm convinced that the quality of the final production will be great also. They didn't have minis in the previous game, and but all the rest of the components, cardboard, tokens, inserts were really nice and very practical. So I hope the same here. These are some custom tokens. This is nice. It looks like a sign on wood. Maybe some turn order, I suppose. Okay. Right. So these are the two punch boards. But let's take everything again up. I want to put this on the ground. This here, again, have a look on the main board. It looks very, very vivid. Again, like a painting. Wow. Wow. I've seen vials like that, only similar, but not filled, on my father's work, and they were a fantastic fit for the immersion of the game. And here they also have gone an extra step, I think, by adding, you know, not just a cork and a bottle, they added also the components. So very, very nice tokens, those. Then again, I don't have the rulebook still at my hands. I'm just doing the unboxing together with you, opening and checking everything as you see them. These are wooden tokens. Okay, nice, nice quality, cool. Then something that looks most probably some kind of resource, iron, I suppose, metal, some gems. Very nice custom 3D components. Droplets, red droplets. Most probably this is blood. They're glassy or I mean, they're plastic, but it gives like a glass feeling, I should say. Okay. And this is another resource of the game. Oh, most probably this is iron, and the other one was stone, I suppose, or something like that. Okay. We'll see once we have the rulebook. Okay, so next, I don't know what's that. Oh, these should be ropes for the miniatures which are hanging from the tree. Yes, I've seen it on the pictures. Looks really, really scary and dark and horrifying. We have skulls. These are very, very nice, like other games we have used those skull minis, but these are also nicely painted. Don't know if they're going to come painted or not. They look nice, very nice. There are some bones, plastic, white. Okay, and then let's see the cards. The game comes with quite a few baggies, as you can see, velvet baggies here. So 4 black and 1 large one from all players for all players. So there are only a couple of cards. I don't know if it's because it's a prototype or the game doesn't come with a lot of cards. But in any case, let's see them together. So this is the back of those mini cards, and this is the second deck, the 2 decks. This is really, really nice, very, very nice, nicely illustrated. And most probably, maybe there are some events, I don't know. Okay. Okay. Cool. And then we have some play rates, I think. This looks like play rates. Yep. We have 4, 1 for each player. Linen finish card stock. Great. Here's the game phases. We have the upkeep phase, the placement phase, the resolve phase, and the defiling for each round. And this is iconography. So not that many icons. Most probably you get used to it after a couple of minutes in the session, I suppose, right? Then the last thing that I want that we see is maybe a closer look on the minis. Okay. So there are many minis here. Unfortunately, they're just a bit mixed, but let's see them. These are very, very detailed sculpts. They look really scary. It's a horror miniature game with area control, so this seems to be fitting. Okay. I'm just checking the big ones first. I've seen this mini a lot on the images and the sketch and the mock-up that they had for when they introduced the game. Very, very different from one another. Again, this is prototype, so suppose, I don't know if they're going to come with shadow or washed or not, the minis, but definitely they look very different from one another. Very different minis, at least the large ones, from one another. A lot of detail. So again, I think they're colored by the player colors and the books, the player books. Okay, then we have, I think, followers or smaller minis. So these are the same for each. They're more of the same, meaning I don't remember how many. Let's see, we'll count them. Okay, this looks like the plague doctor. So just putting 2 in front of each mini, but it has 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, if I'm counting correctly. Yeah, looks like it. And nothing happened to the mini, so it's a proof that the unexpected test, falling from the floor, on the floor from the table, and nothing happening to the mini. Cool, good. Then let's see those, the dark orange ones. These look nice, look like cultists. Okay, and again we have 8, and just putting 2 in front of each. Hero boss, or large mini of let's say the cult. We'll see the terminology once I get the. And this is color coded. You see the skulls also have the same color, like the player board, like the mini, the small minis, the big minis, the 3D cardboard tokens, etc. Okay, then we have the red ones. Let's see them. We get this one a bit more red. Okay, nice. Okay, again we have 8 of those, so let's put them together. Quite a few minis actually. Then we have these ones. No, these ones with this is a, wait a minute, these ones. Yep. Okay. Again, quite a few. Okay. A total of 8. Right. And right. Okay, and then we have these here, which I think these go on the tree. Okay, I'm going to try this one later to see how it works, but definitely looks. I've seen pictures where they're hanging from the tree. Those minis. Okay, and these are 8 again. Right. Okay, so there we have it. These are the components of the game. Hope you enjoyed this unboxing video of the prototype. We're going to come back soon with how to play video with instructions about the game. Most probably. Definitely we're going to do first of all a playthrough, record a playthrough and upload it on the channel. So hope you give you a good idea of what comes in the prototype. We're going to add a link in the description so that you can go directly to the crowdfunding campaign page of the game, which is launching really soon. So many thanks for watching.